Today on Game Pass Daily, Phil Spencer lets the world know where Game Pass won't be going. A long-awaited mode for Halo Infinite drops today. Xbox goes Hollywood, and we'll discuss the Game Pass titles coming out this week. That and more coming up next. Before we get into it, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content. The largest pop culture event in the Americas, known as CCXP in Brazil, just concluded this past Sunday. The event is Brazil's version of Comic-Con and gave Xbox fans some great content. But first, let's talk about Phil Spencer making his way for the first time to the convention, where he was interviewed more times than I can count. But I'm going to focus on the interview that came from our friends at Windows Central and Jez Gordon. I'll leave the link to the interview in the description, and I'll go over what I think is relevant to our Game Pass audience. Even though Phil was extremely busy at CCXP, he took the time to answer some of Jez's great questions regarding Game Pass hardware and Activision Blizzard IPs. Since the Xbox CFO Tim Stewart confused the public by indicating that Game Pass might be coming to Nintendo and PlayStation, Jez asked for some clarification in this regard. He said many Xbox fans took what the Xbox CFO said to indicate that Microsoft is preparing for an industry where the Xbox hardware no longer exists, since Xbox Game Pass and its exclusives are a primary value driver for the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Xbox One hardware. This was Phil's response. I'll start by saying we have no plans to bring Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. I'll say that again. We have no plans to bring Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. It's not in our plans, but I think you hit on the right point of what it means to own an Xbox. The thing I want to be focused on is how do we continue to innovate for the people who've made the commitment to our hardware platform, and how do we continue to make sure that they feel great about their investment and what we've built. I'm obviously going to have my own point of view on our hardware, but I think our hardware teams did a great job with the Series X and S this generation, giving value and performance in the hardware line. When I think about the investments in things like Game Pass and Xbox Cloud Gaming, crossplay and cross-save, and ID at Xbox, all of those things, I want us to continue to innovate so people on our console feel like we're making investments in console that matches their commitment they're making to us. Game Pass was one of the things that over the last 5 years we built, and we continue to grow. It's on PC, it's on cloud. It's an important part of the Xbox console identity. And I think it will continue to be that, and we will continue to look at future ways for us to innovate across our game portfolio and our platform. So my blue brothers, that thought of Xbox going exclusively third-party and that Game Pass was coming to your platform, well, the dream is dead. It's not happening. Jez also asked Phil Spencer for an update on the Xbox Family Plan, which briefly launched in a test period in Ireland and Colombia, but has since vanished. Phil said this: "Yeah, there is a roadmap for the Xbox Family Plan. We put it in the market to learn. It's important for us and for everybody to understand that Game Pass is mainly driven by our partners' content. Yes, we put our first-party games in day and date, and I think that's an important part of our equation. But we also have to continue to build a service that works for creators heading into Xbox Game Pass as well. So we do some tests, we look at what happens in the market, we share that data with our partners. We need to come up with a value proposition for creators and for players to make it a win-win. And we've been able to do that with how Game Pass is structured. We'll continue to look at ways to bring more value to customers while continuing to make it a great service for creators. So I'm happy to see that the Xbox Family Plan could still release sometime in the future. Many believe, though, that the price point of $25 a month might not be the price point when it's released to the general public. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's been a long time coming, but the Halo Infinite game mode Firefight King of the Hill is available right now for fans of the PvE experience. Here are some reasons to get excited about the mode. This is a 4-player co-op experience. It includes 9 firefight maps. 3 of those are made by the Forge community. You can earn career rank and match XP. In the mode, you have to capture and defend 5 different hills. We have new equipment in the repair field, which when you attach it to a vehicle will fix a damaged vehicle and bring it back to life. In the mode, difficulty increases with each new hill you move on to. You can revive teammates or respawn every 20 seconds. There will be powerful boss fights, and skulls will get activated when no one on your team dies during a round. And last but not least, there will be some vehicles included in some of the maps. Now that I'm back into Halo, because Season 5 has been fire in my opinion, this is a fantastic addition for players that are sick and tired of getting their asses kicked in sweaty PvP lobbies. I know this mode can get really tough, but I think it's still a good option for the hardcore and casuals alike. Speaking of Halo, nearly 2 years after its premiere, the first Halo Season 2 trailer has arrived. Based on the video game franchise of the same name, the Paramount Plus show centers on Master Chief and the United Nations Space Command as they fight the alien alliance known as the Covenant as they attempt to wipe out humanity. Audiences were very split on the first season of Halo, but this trailer has me thinking that with the new showrunners, things may be different for Season 2. We do know that Halo was Paramount's most watched series on the streaming service, beating out shows like Yellowstone. All I know is I better see more Akai in this season, because she was clearly a fan favorite. There is a debate right now over the AI that was shown in the trailer. Is it Cortana redesigned, or is it just another AI? My first thought when I watched the trailer was it's just another AI, but who knows? I've seen articles written about this saying that it's actually a redesign, but I'm still not convinced. Halo Season 2 will debut on Paramount Plus on February 8th, 2024. We got the first public trailer for the Fallout TV series. In case you haven't been following the story, Todd Howard is directly involved as a producer and has been trying to get the series off the ground for a long time. After being pitched several scripts that Todd turned down, he turned to Westworld creators and husband and wife, Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy. In the new series debuting on Amazon's Prime Video on April 12th, a nuclear war breaks out across the Earth in the year 2077, which is or was an era of robots, hover cars, and a deep nostalgia for the America of the 1940s. The show then picks up 219 years later, showing how the Vault Dwellers have been surviving in their underground havens. After watching the trailer, I truly believe this is going to be a breakout hit for Xbox, Amazon, and Bethesda. It's clear that there was a healthy budget for this series, and I'm glad they went the route of throwing in some humor. Make sure you watch the trailer and you'll see what I'm saying. I think it's fitting to have the team that made Westworld working in this universe, and with talented actors like Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins, it feels like this is a recipe for success. The Fallout TV show will premiere on April 12th on Amazon Prime Video. Let's talk about Game Pass for this week. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone is a robot voxel slice 'em up where any part of your body can be sliced off, which plays out across a variety of single-player, online multiplayer, and online co-op modes. With your human mind downloaded into a robot gladiator, you must survive the sinister trials of the arena and join the human resistance against the evil robot empire. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone is available today for Game Pass on Xbox Series X/S, PC, and cloud. Equip your robot to fit your playstyle with weapons like flame swords and giant hammers to equipment like jetpacks, piston-powered super kicks, and flame-throwing dinosaurs. Join Lara Croft on her first great tomb raiding expedition as she seeks to discover the secret of immortality. Featuring high-octane action set in the most beautiful and hostile environments on Earth, Rise of the Tomb Raider delivers cinematic survival action adventure and returns to Game Pass today on Xbox, PC, and cloud. Lara continues her late father's research into myths of immortality. Now more experienced and confident than she was in the previous game, she treks across the Siberian tundra in search of the answers her father could never find. Lara also faces off against Trinity, an ancient and ruthless shadow organization that is hell-bent on finding the source of immortality. Lara races to find the source before Trinity can and prove to the world that her father was chasing more than a myth. Step into the boots of a journeyman blacksmith on a quest to become a master, and while the iron's hot, a crafty adventure assembled with mystery, wit, and charm. While the Iron's Hot is available today on Game Pass for Xbox, PC, and cloud. Forge, smelt, and combine works of metal to grow your smithing skills and discover new items to create. Explore an island filled with resources, treasures, puzzles, and fellow artisans with their own motives and designs. Rebuild the ruins of your village and restore it to its former glory and grow your own crafting capabilities and ultimately become a true master smith. This is the ultimate co-op zombie shooter based on the Paramount Pictures blockbuster film and the next evolution of the original hit World War Z that has now captivated over 15 million players. World War Z Aftermath is available today on Game Pass for Xbox, PC, and cloud. Turn the tide of the zombie apocalypse across consoles and PC with full crossplay. Join up to 3 friends or play on your own with AI teammates against hordes of ravenous zombies in intense story episodes across new zombie-ravaged locations across the world like Rome, Vatican City, and Russia's Far East. Play as both new and returning characters as you take the fight to the undead, with a brutal new melee system decimating Zeeks with unique moves, perks, and dual-wield weapon options like the sickle and cleaver. Fend off new undead monstrosities, including swarms of flesh-hungry rats that will unleash total chaos on your team. If you enjoy zombie games, I have played this and I highly recommend it. Join Pilger and get ready to create your own whirlwind adventure on the island of San Angora. Lick, headbutt, and ruin your way through our open world and the biggest waste of your time since the original Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator 3 drops into Game Pass December 7th on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and cloud. In Goat Simulator 3, you can invite up to 3 friends in local or online co-op to create carnage as a team or compete in mini-games and then not be friends anymore. And don't worry, there are plenty of customization options so you and your pals don't wear clashing outfits. You are the Viceroy, a leader charged by the Scorched Queen to reclaim the wilderness and discover lost riches for the smoldering city, civilization's last bastion against the blight storm that destroyed the old world. Against the Storm comes to Game Pass on December 8th for PC. Unlike most survival city builders where you focus on a single city, and Against the Storm, you must build a vast, prosperous network of settlements populated by diverse fantasy races, each with their own needs. Foxes, beavers, and lizards stand alongside humans and harpies in the struggle to survive. Before we head out, let's take a look at what's leaving Game Pass soon. Leaving Game Pass on December 15th, we got Chained Echoes, which was on cloud, console, and PC. Next up, we have Opus Magnum, that was only on PC. Next up, we have Potion Craft, Alchemist Simulator, which was on cloud, console, and PC. And last up, we got Rubber Bandits, which was on cloud, console, and PC. That's all I got for you guys today, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Game Pass Daily on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and join our Discord gaming community.